Have you ever noticed how some men seem to grow wiser, calmer, and more self-sufficient as they age? These men often follow the path of Sigma masculinity, independent thinkers who don't conform to society's expectations. Unlike alpha or beta males, Sigma males operate outside the social hierarchy, prefer solitude, value self-improvement, and frequently march to the beat of their own drum. But what happens when Sigma males grow older? Do they change or remain the same? The truth is, Sigma males do evolve with age, but in ways that might surprise you. Their personalities deepen, their strengths sharpen, and their priorities shift. These transformations aren't random, but the result of life experience, personal growth, and accumulating wisdom. In this video, we'll explore 6 surprising ways Sigma males evolve over time, from emotional stability to refined independence. We'll analyze how they become even more defined versions of themselves. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of what it truly means to be a Sigma male across a lifetime. So, whether you identify as a Sigma, know someone who does, or are simply curious, stay with us. You might recognize some of these transformations in yourself or those around you. 1. Greater emotional stability. One of the most significant changes in Sigma males as they age is their emotional stability. In their youth, they might struggle with emotions like anyone else, often suppressing feelings rather than expressing them, which creates internal stress. However, with age, they develop a sturdier emotional foundation that helps them stay calm in nearly any situation. A key reason for this shift is life experience. The more challenges a Sigma male faces, the better he learns to handle them. He draws lessons from past mistakes, develops emotional intelligence, and understands the power of self-control. Unlike their younger years, when emotions could feel overwhelming, older Sigma males know how to process feelings without letting them interfere with their goals. Another factor is self-awareness. Over time, Sigma males become more skilled at recognizing and managing their emotions effectively. They no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone, reducing anxiety and frustration. Instead of reacting impulsively, they respond with thoughtfulness and patience. Additionally, older Sigma males tend to cut toxic influences from their lives. If someone brings negativity or constant drama, they won't hesitate to distance themselves. This selective approach to relationships helps preserve their inner peace and avoids unnecessary emotional turbulence. Ultimately, this emotional transformation makes them more powerful with age. They become men of reliable serenity, approaching life with a rational, composed mindset. This shift allows them to focus on what truly matters: personal growth, independence, and success. 2. Enhanced social selectivity. As they age, Sigma males become more selective about their social circles. In their youth, they might have maintained superficial friendships or engaged in trivial interactions, but with time, they prioritize quality over quantity in relationships. This change stems from valuing their time and energy more than ever. They understand that not all social connections are beneficial and become more intentional about who they let into their lives. Instead of keeping large networks of acquaintances, they focus on a few meaningful relationships, whether close friends, mentors, or family members who share their values. Another reason for this shift is their heightened self-awareness. While younger Sigmas might experiment with different social groups to find their place, older Sigmas no longer feel the need to seek external validation or approval. They're comfortable in their solitude and only engage when it adds real value to their lives. Moreover, older Sigma males won't hesitate to cut toxic relationships. If a friendship drains them emotionally or brings unnecessary drama, they'll walk away without remorse. They recognize that peace of mind is more important than maintaining forced connections. This refined social selectivity allows them to build deeper, more authentic relationships with the right people. Instead of wasting time on trivial interactions, they focus on substantive conversations and genuine connections, making their social lives more fulfilling and less exhausting. 3. Growth in responsibility, conscientiousness. Another surprising transformation in Sigma males with age is their increased responsibility or conscientiousness. They become more organized, goal-oriented, and disciplined. While they've always been independent, in their youth, they might have been more rebellious or spontaneous. With time, however, they learn the importance of structure for long-term success. This is especially evident in their careers and personal goals. Younger Sigmas might jump from one interest to another, exploring various paths. But as they age, they become more focused and strategic. They develop long-term plans, set clear objectives, and work diligently to achieve them. Another factor driving this change is their understanding of consequences. With experience, Sigma males realize that carelessness or impulsiveness can lead to setbacks. This makes them more mindful of their actions and their impact on the future, whether in finances, health, or personal development. Older Sigmas adopt a more responsible approach to life. They also refine their time management, balancing independence with productivity to ensure their solitude isn't just an escape, but a way to build something meaningful. Ultimately, this heightened responsibility helps them become more successful, effective, and fulfilled. They retain their independent spirit, but add a layer of structure that enhances their ability to achieve their dreams. 4th, decreased openness to new experiences. As they age, Sigma males tend to become less open to new experiences. In their youth, they might have explored different lifestyles, careers, or social groups, but with time, they settle into their habits and grow more selective. This shift isn't about stubbornness or a lack of curiosity, but refinement. Young Sigmas often explore to find their true calling, but once they discover what aligns with their values, they see little reason to keep experimenting. Instead, they focus on mastering the areas that truly matter to them. Another reason is their desire for efficiency. Sigmas can't tolerate wasting time on things that lack value. While younger Sigmas might try different hobbies, jobs, or relationships to see what fits, older Sigmas gain clarity about what they want. They prioritize meaningful activities that offer lasting satisfaction. Additionally, they become more protective of their energy. New experiences often involve social interactions, obligations, or distractions. Older Sigmas prefer peace and stability over unnecessary novelty, investing time in what's productive rather than fleeting trends. That said, this transformation has a downside. Sometimes they might miss valuable opportunities by clinging too tightly to routines. While their selectivity is usually a strength, it can occasionally lead to stagnation if they completely shut the door on new possibilities. Still, this decreased openness is a natural evolution of the Sigma mindset. It reflects a shift from exploration to refinement, where they focus on the essentials rather than chasing endless possibilities. Fifth, refined independence. Independence is a core trait of Sigma males, but with age, it becomes even more refined. While younger Sigmas might struggle to balance independence and social life, older Sigmas achieve a perfect equilibrium. They embrace solitude without feeling isolated. One major change is their self-sufficiency. As they age, they become even more capable of managing their lives on their own, whether financially, in personal development, or daily responsibilities. They rely less on external validation or assistance, seeking help only when absolutely necessary. They also care less about social expectations. Though they've always been independent thinkers, younger Sigmas might feel some pressure to conform, whether in careers, relationships, or lifestyle. As they mature, they stop worrying about others' opinions, fully embracing their unique way of living without doubt. This transformation extends to decision-making. Older Sigmas act with greater confidence and clarity, rarely seeking second opinions or external validation. They trust their instincts and proceed accordingly. However, this refined independence doesn't mean rejecting all connections. Unlike their younger selves, who might have isolated themselves excessively, older Sigmas understand the importance of selective social interaction. They maintain a small but meaningful circle of relationships while preserving their autonomy. In essence, this refined independence represents the full realization of their identity. They reach a stage where they thrive on their own terms, free from unnecessary distractions, social pressures, or self-doubt. 6. Balancing introversion and extroversion. One of the most surprising transformations in Sigma males as they age is their ability to balance introversion and extroversion. Though naturally introverted and preferring solitude, younger Sigmas might struggle with social interactions, avoiding gatherings, or feeling drained afterward. With time, however, they learn to navigate both worlds effectively. As they mature, they develop greater social adaptability. They no longer see interactions as burdens, but as tools to be used when needed. They recognize that certain situations, professional networking, leadership roles, or personal relationships require participation. Instead of avoiding people entirely, they engage on their own terms and know when to withdraw. Another reason for this shift is confidence and experience. Younger Sigmas might feel uncomfortable in social settings, leading them to isolate themselves. Older Sigmas, however, no longer feel pressure to fit in or impress. They participate when they choose and retreat when they need solitude without guilt. This transformation lets them enjoy the best of both worlds. They retain their independence while navigating social situations with ease. By striking this balance, they become more effective communicators, leaders, and decision-makers, without sacrificing their need for personal space. Final thoughts. As we've seen, Sigma males undergo fascinating transformations with age, from growing emotionally stable to refining their independence. Their journey is marked by growth, wisdom, and self-mastery. Unlike many who resist change, Sigmas embrace evolution on their own terms, adapting where necessary while standing firm on what matters. These changes make them even more formidable as they age. They become calmer, more focused, and more self-assured, solidifying their place as some of society's most intriguing personalities. While younger Sigmas might still be discovering themselves, older Sigmas have found their rhythm. They act with intention, speak with assurance, and live entirely by their own rules. If you're a Sigma, you might recognize these shifts in your own life. And if you're young, take this as a roadmap. With time, experience, and self-awareness, you'll only grow stronger and more defined in your identity. What do you think? Does any of this resonate with you? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos on Sigma mindset and personal growth. Until next time, keep your independence, stay strong, and keep growing.